This is a direct message to those who call themselves educated, thinkers, leaders, and anyone who's ever taken a paycheck and believed they understood the system. If you can read between the lines, you already know this message is not just words. It's a signal, part of something bigger. This is a real challenge, a test of intelligence, integrity, and depth. Because while the surface world, the so-called 3D world, has its place without characters and morals, it all collapses. The world is on a stage right now, a kind of World Series of consciousness. And the irony is that most don't even know they're in the game. So here's the real question. Can you evolve past labels, past ego, and past systems, and still live with principles when no one's watching? How you interpret this message says everything about you, not me. I'm just a messenger. And as for who I work for, well, I guess that's for you to figure out.
I don't think you can go around saying that there's a prize worth $100 billion and then call a bunch of billionaires names and a bunch of other people and not think they would show up at some point. Because I would think their egos would be really big and curious. I would think that, right? If you call them out and say it's worth $100 billion, they would probably say, what the hell is this girl talking about? This girl's crazy. So is this just a game, or is this for real? Or was this all a hoax in the beginning that maybe it's her fault? Maybe she started it, you don't know. Got this damn thing on my eye though, that's fucked up. It'll be gone soon. That's not bad. I was asked where I got this from. The answer is, I don't know. I'd like somebody to tell me, I'm not sure. It happened when I was a teenager. Like I said, I started out this fucking thing to make more money on the internet, for fuck's sakes, and it just went sideways. But I always knew that I was creating something that was beautiful, because when I was 6, I think I was about that age. Like I said, numbers for me and dates, not really my thing, or math. But I don't know, I think I found some people that they're better at that shit than I am, so I just trust they know what they're doing and I just follow them because I don't have a fucking clue. And I'm okay with that, because the reality is you can't do this shit alone. And anyone who thinks they're fucking above anyone else isn't on the right team. So I sit here, I'm in the hospital. Who's Candace? Who is Candace? Is she an activist? Is she a mental health advocate? Has she been fucking around with us this whole time? Is this a for real thing? Are we really doing something here? Is this the fucking apocalypse? Like, what the hell's going on, right? Like, you know, what the hell? What the hell, right? Is everybody just fucking with everybody else? I think it's Jim Carrey's fault. Fuck that guy. Just tell him to fuck off and send him a bill. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm pretty damn sure we're all going to find out at some point what the hell was really happening. And I think that if you can believe in magic, if you believe in magic, you can create magic. You really can, because if you figure out that we're all connected to each other and to the earth and to the animals and to all of it, you realize all energy is borrowed and it has to be given back at some point. And for those of us who've been giving for so long, maybe it's our time to shine, right? Jesus said, well, the meek will inherit the earth. And then I said that to somebody and they said, what the hell does that mean? And I said, well, he was outdated. So we told Jesus to get his shit together and come into this age and say something else. And we'll say it's the ones who have given everything and have hurt the most and have fucked up a lot and feel really bad about it all the time, who have lived in so much shame and guilt and couldn't understand, like, the extreme moods, right? You know, you're really high and you're really low and you can't figure out what the fuck is wrong with you. The answer is nothing. Nothing is wrong with you. You're absolutely perfect. And if I believe that's the message I was sent to say to some pretty fucking incredible people, I'll take it. I'll proudly take it because proudly take it because we deserve the title. Not just me, because I'm nobody. Who is Candace? Nobody. Nobody. She doesn't think she's better than anyone else, never did. Still doesn't. Never will. Because she's never looked up or down at anyone, she's just looked at them. And she's only been wanting people to look at her too for who she is, because if she can show the world how to do it, then maybe more people will do it, and then we'll actually help the earth the way that we all intended to do it. And if she's not the only one doing it, I'm not the only one doing it. When you're telling a story, you got to tell the story from different perspectives, different characters. How do you build characters? How do you build roles? How do you do those things? Well, it's a pretty shitty book if you just start writing and just write. You have to have a plan. You got to put depth into it, who each character represents. And the reality is each character has different characters in them. And you want to relate to as many people as you can in creating that, because maybe they'll be so inspired to just be a better version of themselves. And it's, you know, it's beautiful, like hearing some of the stories here. One of the girls said she was at a Demi Lovato concert and something, and Demi was singing, and it said something about getting help, and that's why she's here. So it's like, you were given a gift because you're fucking strong enough to see it through. And that's why you get the biggest fucking thank you in the world. And that's why you deserve everything you have. So don't fucking feel guilty for it for one fucking second, because God wanted you to have it. Let me tell you that. That is one thing I know. I was not open about speaking about spirituality, God, religion, all that shit. I was not. My whole life I kind of kept that one private because it was too controversial. I'm all about being controversial. Trust me, we know that now. Yeah. But not when it came to religion, because it was something I held, or not religion, sorry. I don't want to say religion, they fucked that up. But spirit and creation and what it really is and what it really means and how we really are connected. And the fact that I can talk about it now shows that obviously I must have done something right. And I do believe in the people that I know have been helping me, because there's no way in fucking hell I would have been doing, like I wouldn't have been here without them, without you. And I know you're gonna make this right, because I know you're there, and I know you've believed in me, and you took a chance on me, and I took a chance on you, and now we're here. And that's pretty fucking cool, because that just shows that I guess everybody was right before we even get there. Arnold says, you know, you do the work first and then you advertise. Arnold, my daughter, doesn't even know who you are still, so what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Do you know who Arnold is? She's, no. Kevin's still saying this fucking white people shit. He's like, he's out of this white people shit. He fucking can't handle the white people shit, but he'll still get his award. Amazon gave that shit. Jeff said, say whatever you want, so I'm fucking sticking to that, and we're sending Jim Carrey the bill. It's fine. It's all fine now. We don't care. You can't talk like that in a hospital, because you'd be crazy, right? Like, you can't say those things. So you don't. And it's funny that nobody knows who anyone is, really. Like, why is it any different? Like, Red's going around saying, you know, he's got millions of dollars in the bank. None of my business, mate. He does, he does. Why wouldn't I believe him? You know, and if David's getting married next year and he's going to wear, you know, he doesn't want to wear clothes. He said he didn't want clothes at his wedding. He didn't care if the bride had clothes, but he said he didn't want clothes. And if that's what he wants to believe, and that's who he is, and he's fucking having fun, I'm not gonna judge him or tell him that he's wrong, because he's happy. So who the fuck am I to tell him that he's not good enough? I am gonna see him for who he is, and I am gonna love him for who he is. because that's what we need to do more of. And somewhere along the line, this all got fucked up and mixed up in the messages, and it's not cool. So, if you've been waiting for a revolution, you're on the right team. Because that's exactly what this is, and you know you're right.